Black pepper. Black pepper's heat comes from piperine, an alkaloid compound concentrated in the outer skin of the peppercorn. Unlike capsaicin and chili peppers, piperine produces a sharper, more immediate heat that fades faster, which is part of why pepper reads as a background note rather than a dominant flavor. Black, white, green, and red peppercorns all come from the exact same plant, Piper nigrum. The difference is entirely in processing and timing of harvest, not in different varieties. Black pepper is picked unripe and dried with the skin on, which darkens it and concentrates the flavor. White pepper is picked ripe, then soaked until the outer skin can be rubbed off, leaving just the inner seed, which produces a milder, slightly fermented flavor used in dishes where black flecks would be visually unwanted, like light-colored sauces. Pepper was valuable enough in medieval Europe that it was sometimes used as currency and as a way to pay rent or dowries, a practice that gave rise to the term peppercorn rent, still used today to describe a nominal, symbolic payment. Cinnamon. What most people buy as cinnamon in the United States isn't cinnamon at all, it's cassia, a related but distinct bark from a different tree species. True cinnamon, called Ceylon cinnamon, comes from Cinnamomum verum, and has a lighter, more delicate flavor with a papery, easily crumbled texture when rolled into sticks. Cassia is darker, harder, and has a sharper, more intense flavor, and it dominates the global spice market because the tree grows faster and produces more usable bark per harvest. The flavor compound responsible for cinnamon's signature taste is cinnamaldehyde, found in the essential oils of the inner bark. Cassia contains a compound called coumarin at much higher levels than Ceylon cinnamon, which is one of the reasons some European countries regulate how much cassia can be used in commercial baked goods. The two are functionally interchangeable in most recipes, but a baker chasing the true, more citrus-forward flavor profile is specifically looking for Ceylon, usually labeled as such, since regular grocery store cinnamon is almost always cassia by default. Saffron. Saffron is the most expensive spice in the world by weight, and the economics behind that price are entirely mechanical. Each saffron thread is a stigma, the female part of the crocus flower, and each flower produces exactly 3. Harvesting requires handpicking those threads individually since no machine has ever successfully replicated the precision needed without damaging them. It takes roughly 150,000 flowers to produce a single kilogram of saffron, and the flowers only bloom for about 2 weeks a year, which is why the entire harvest happens in a narrow window, typically at dawn before the sun wilts the petals. The flavor compound, saffronal, along with the pigment crocin, both develop through a drying process after picking, not while the thread is still on the flower. This is also why saffron is so frequently counterfeited, with dyed corn silk or safflower petals sold as the real thing. Genuine saffron, when soaked in warm water, releases color slowly over several minutes. Fake saffron tends to bleed color almost immediately. Cumin. Cumin's flavor is built around cuminaldehyde, a compound that produces its distinctive warm, earthy, slightly bitter profile, one that intensifies significantly when the seeds are toasted before grinding. This is why recipes calling for whole cumin seeds almost always instruct a brief dry toast in a pan first, a step that triggers a Maillard-adjacent reaction in the seed's natural oils, releasing aromatic compounds that stay mostly dormant in raw cumin. Ground cumin loses potency far faster than whole seeds because grinding exposes more surface area to oxygen, which degrades the essential oils responsible for the flavor. This is a mechanical reality that applies to nearly every ground spice, but it's especially pronounced in cumin, where the difference between fresh ground and old pre-ground cumin is easy to taste even for an untrained palate. Cumin is frequently confused with caraway due to visual similarity, though the two come from entirely different plants and taste distinctly different, one warm and earthy, the other sharper and more anise-like. Cayenne and chili heat. The heat in any chili-based spice comes from capsaicin, a compound that binds to pain receptors in the mouth and triggers a heat response even though no actual temperature change is occurring. This is why capsaicin is measured on the Scoville scale, which quantifies how much a capsaicin solution needs to be diluted before the heat becomes undetectable to a panel of tasters. Capsaicin is concentrated most heavily in the white pith inside a pepper, not primarily in the seeds themselves, a common misconception, since the seeds simply sit close to the pith and absorb some of the compound by proximity. Because capsaicin is fat-soluble and not water-soluble, drinking water after eating something too spicy does very little, while dairy, which contains fat, breaks the compound apart more effectively. This is the actual mechanism behind why milk works and water doesn't, not a folk remedy without a basis. Cayenne itself is a specific dried and ground chili variety, distinct from generic chili powder, which is usually a blended spice mix that includes cumin, garlic powder, and oregano alongside ground chilies. Cardamom. Cardamom comes in two main varieties, green and black, and they aren't interchangeable despite the shared name. Green cardamom, the more common variety, has a bright, citrusy, slightly floral flavor and is used in both sweet and savory dishes across South Asian and Middle Eastern cooking. Black cardamom is dried over an open flame during processing, which gives it a smoky, almost resinous character, entirely different from its green counterpart. And it's used almost exclusively in savory, slow-cooked dishes where that smokiness has room to develop. Cardamom is the third most expensive spice in the world after saffron and vanilla, a price driven by the labor-intensive harvest, since the pods must be picked by hand at a precise stage of ripeness before they split open and lose their volatile oils to the air. Whole pods retain their flavor far longer than pre-ground cardamom, which loses potency within weeks due to the same oxidation issue affecting most ground spices, which is why recipes calling for real depth usually specify crushing the pods fresh, rather than reaching for a jar of pre-ground powder. Cloves. Cloves are the dried, unopened flower buds of a tropical evergreen tree, picked before they bloom. The dominant compound, eugenol, makes up the majority of cloves' essential oil and is responsible for both its intense aroma and its numbing effect, which is why clove oil has a long history of use for tooth pain, an application based on eugenol's mild local anesthetic properties rather than folklore. Because eugenol is so concentrated, cloves are one of the few spices where a small quantity dramatically changes an entire dish, and overuse quickly turns from warm and aromatic to medicinal and overpowering. Cloves were historically one of the most fought-over spices in the world, native almost exclusively to a small cluster of islands in Indonesia called the Moluccas, often referred to as the Spice Islands. European colonial powers fought wars specifically over control of clove and nutmeg production in that region, and the Dutch East India Company at one point deliberately destroyed clove trees outside their controlled territory to maintain a global monopoly on the price.